I do believe in soulmates. I do believe in twin flames. I believe in past life lovers. And sometimes in life, we forget that we were sent here and contracted by God. And when you come down here, you get involved with a woman, and it feel like you always met that, you always knew that person. It was love at first sight, because actually you got an assignment, and you won't even realize that God's testing you. This person could have really destroyed you in your past life, and you won't even know it. And it was sent by the devil. This is how demons get attached to you, because there's a sign. There's really someone out there that's sent to destroy you, and there's someone out there that's sent to love you. Now, how you gonna weed out the bullshit to get to the right one? You really gonna have to stay fast on the word and believe in God and understand what you're here to do and stay on your purpose and your path. So that same one that's trying to find you, you gonna find them. What's trying to find you can find you when you're on your right path. And this is something that the preachers ain't gonna preach, and the teachers damn sure ain't gonna teach you. Just take this minute and just look around you for a second and wonder why your world coming down. Every time you with somebody, something go wrong.
If you've been watching the news, you know the family of Henrietta Lacks reached a historic settlement, finally, with the biotech company over the use of her cells and their products. Now the estate is suing a second company for unjustly profiting off her genetics. So, this is for anyone wondering, who is Henrietta Lacks? Born on August 1st, 1920, Henrietta Lacks walked into Johns Hopkins Hospital on February 1st, 1951, and was identified as having cervical cancer after a biopsy. Now, at the time, the Johns Hopkins Hospital was one of the only few hospitals to treat poor African Americans. But something miraculous happened after Lacks passed away. Her cells never died. When doctors found out how resilient the cells were, they took cell tissue without her permission, yes, they stole her cells, and used it for medical research. I'm talking everything from developing the polio vaccine to cloning to gene mapping. Lacks cells helped to make blood pressure medication, antidepressant pills. It developed drugs for treating herpes, leukemia, influenza, even Parkinson's disease, and much, much more. But despite the HeLa cell line being the most commonly used cell in science today, the family was never compensated for the use of Henrietta's cells, which is what the lawsuits you see today is all about.
Up, but none of them were moving. And I walked all the way from Safeway to the chart house. Not one car had moved. And I was wondering what was stopping the traffic. Well, it was a policeman. And I got to the end and I looked up north. There were no obstructions. There was no reason to keep those cars there.
Are you serious?
I'm serious as a heart attack. And I said, what are you doing? He goes, well, I'm under orders to keep them here. And I said, the fire is right around Safeway. It's going to hit Front Street. You know, these people got to get out of here. And he said, I'm following orders.
No way.
And so I just kept walking. And well, maybe he knows something I don't, you know. So, and I keep walking down the highway, and I look behind, no cars are coming out. I walked all the way to Waikuli Beach, still no cars coming out. And I started hearing boom, boom, boom. And then I heard people screaming and stuff.
You're saying they were blockaded in by the police at the end of Front Street?
Yeah.
Like where that restaurant is?
Right, where the chart house
Where the chart house was, I should say. There was a blockade there and they could not go any further.
Right. I walked.
What the hell?
I walked all the way from Safeway to there. Not one car had moved, and people walking in front of me. The people in the cars are saying, "Would you like a ride?" And they go, "Oh, okay." And they get in. They ask me, "No, you better get out of here." You know. But they just, well, we were told to evacuate by car. Okay. So I just kept walking, and I got all the way to, like I said, the Civic Center, and then I started hearing all the explosions, and there was no one walking behind me or on bicycles or anything.
Anyway.
Maui police Yeah, giant boats and giants. What? I mean, it's depicted. Look at this. This is a bird. It's a giant bird, and it's carrying an elephant. Like,
a
wait a
baby
second.
elephant.
Or a giant elephant, and it's really a giant bird. Okay. And then they got mermaids and mermans. Look at that. It's the Starbucks logo. The mermans and the mermaids. Wow. Like, what's up with that? I think they know something we don't know.
Look at all these maps.
Yeah. It's in Latin. It's in Latin. The same language they use in the courts to brainwash us with legalese linguistics. Foreign imposters here in all black robes.
They won't let us to where these are.
They won't let us go through these straits, huh? Because that ice wall, it's all ice now.
There's animals and dragons and everything.
There's dragons. See, they've been hiding mermaids and dragons and giants.
Harp in Miami.
Bro, it's been like this all morning. It's 10 o'clock right now and I can't even sun gaze, bro. Look at these dark clouds. That look like Africa. These things are not just poofy clouds. Look, you got dark clouds here full of toxins and metals and iodine.
Cloud seeding is the most common type of weather modification. Today, it's mostly used to increase rain and snowfall, reduce the size of hail.
Cloud seeding has been done from the air. So airplanes have had racks on them where these same flares are positioned on the airplane and the airplane flies into the storm. So in order to reduce the cost to the client and reduce our carbon footprint, we've been able to station these on the ground. Now we can do this in places where weather permits.
You see these? Look how they just stick in the air like a painting. This is like a painting. Look at the sun trying to get through, and it can't because look, they create these clouds because they know that we get stronger. We need these vitamins. The sun gives off natural information so we could thrive without the government.
It's time to set off the flare.
The primary seeding agent in this is silver iodide. Silver iodide is a simple compound. It's polar in nature like water, so there's chemical properties that help attract water molecules to silver iodide. It's also structured molecularly similar to ice. So it helps generate or helps spawn the generation of ice buildup, and then that becomes a hailstone or a snowflake that falls here primarily as rain.
And it's to make us sick, but we got to come outside and meditate. See that sun coming around? When I talk about the sun, it wants to come around. Come outside and sweat. Let your body get some of these vitamins, man.
To my left is today's badge that the police wear, right? Now look how similar it looks to the badge that the slave catchers wore. The reason the badge looks so similar is because it's the same goddamn badge, literally. It's the same company, the same people with the same agenda. Why do you think they do patrol the communities? They patrol the communities because back in the day they used to patrol the roads. The original patrol started during slavery. When I say fuck the police, I'm saying that from a deeper understanding of who they really are. This is an ancient war. These the same motherfuckers that was enslaving your people. Same agenda, just new faces to push. You can literally plant your feet into the soil and set your intent, and it will manifest within the earth. If you set your intent to move the tree will move. If you set your intent to release negative energy, pain, whatever it is, negative thoughts, to release it into the earth, to transmute it so that you can cleanse yourself, thus it will be. This is how powerful the eyes on the bottom of your feet is. But most importantly, it's your actual plug to the eternal universe. So into inner earth, which leads into other realms, your feet connects you to the entire multiverse, to the entire cosmos. Like I said, it's just like when you get a phone, right? A phone will not work without a charger. All right. So that charger has a cord that hangs out. That's your feet. The eyes on the bottom of your feet are very, 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 very important. And that's why they keep them covered. All right. Because if you were to tap into the metals in the earth, it used to feel the surge of your creation. You created the earth. You have to lock your eyes into the earth so you can see, feel what you created, feel your energy, feel the power running through you. Like literally. All right. You can release energy into this earth, or you can pull energy from it. All right. That's how powerful you are. Understand that these eyes on the bottom of your feet are very important because they are your electrical connect. They connect you to the plug. All right. You are an electrical plug, and the earth is your outlet to plug into the earth. This is what your eyes on the bottom of your feet are for. To power you up. And think about it. Majority of your life, you walk around, we walk around, we have been taught and trained to walk around with our shoes on, family. All right. So these eyes on the bottom, of your feet are very, very important. Very, very important. You know, do not underestimate them.